stop trying to forget. I know that sounds insane, because everyone tells you to move on, let go, bury it. But every time you push a bad memory away, your brain actually anchors it deeper. You're not erasing it. You're welding it in place. Psychologists call this the ironic rebound effect. The harder you suppress a thought, the more violently it explodes back out. Like holding a beach ball under water. The moment you relax, it smacks you in the face. Forgetting is a trap. And today, there's a radically different approach. One that doesn't fight the memory, but rewires how your brain stores it. It's called memory reconsolidation. It's not pretending, not avoidance, not toxic positivity. It's neuroscience. First, understand this. Your brain doesn't store memories like files. Every time you recall one, you rebuild it, like pulling a document, editing it, and putting it back. That's reconsolidation. The memory becomes slightly different. Here's your 3-step process. Step 1. Briefly activate the memory. Just the bare facts, no emotion. Step 2. While it's active, introduce a new neutral element. A calm breath, a different ending. Step 3. Step 1. Activate the memory safely. This means recalling only the facts, who, what, where, when, without diving into the emotional swamp. You're a journalist reporting on a past event, not a victim reliving it. Keep it clear. Here's how to do it. Write down the bare bones of the memory on a piece of paper. My boss criticized me in the meeting. That's it. No adjectives, no feelings, just the skeleton. This simple act of externalizing forces your brain to treat it as information. If you feel your chest tighten or your jaw clench, you've gone too deep. That's not activation. That's immersion. The goal is to touch the memory, not fall into it. Imagine touching a hot stove with a feather. To make this easier, anchor the activation with a neutral trigger. For example, take a slow breath in, recall the fact, then breathe out. The breath becomes a boundary. It tells your brain, we're only visiting. We're not staying. This creates a... Practice this now. Think of a mildly uncomfortable memory. Nothing traumatic. Count to 3. Recall the fact. Breathe out. Notice how you're still here. You're still okay. The memory didn't consume you. Step 2 is where the magic happens. While the memory is briefly active, you introduce a completely neutral or positive element. This could be a calming breath, a humorous twist, or a simple color. The brain pairs the old fact with the new input. For example, let's say your memory is, I failed that exam. While holding that fact, immediately visualize a comical scene, a giant pencil chasing you. The absurdity becomes a neutral anchor. Your brain starts storing the memory alongside Another powerful anchor is a calming breath pattern. As you recall the fact, breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 6. The slow rhythm signals safety to your nervous system. The memory restores itself. You can also add a new perspective. The memory, she ignored me. Add, maybe she was distracted. This isn't about making excuses. It's about creating alternative interpretations. The brain, when presented with a gentler possibility, remember, the reconsolidation window is brief, roughly 5 hours after recall. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice. Each time you activate and gently edit, You're chipping away at the emotional cement. Repetition. Step 3 is the simplest. Let go. After introducing your neutral anchor, you simply allow the memory to restore itself naturally. No forcing, no checking, just trust. Your brain is constantly updating itself. You've just given it. Here's the most common mistake. People try to force the memory to change. I must feel better now. That pressure creates resistance. You can't bully your brain into healing. You can only create the conditions for change. Then, step back. What if you feel emotional resistance? That's normal. Old memories have deep roots. If sadness or anger rises, don't suppress it, but don't dive into it either. Acknowledge it. There's that feeling. Name it. Then gently practice this daily for 5 minutes. Recall a fact. Add your anchor. Let go. Over days and weeks, you'll notice something subtle. The memory feels distant, like a story that happened to someone else. Remember, you're not pretending the bad thing didn't happen. You're simply updating how your brain stores and responds to it. The event stays in your history, but the emotional volume knob gets turned way down. You become the author. Let's look at a real example. Sarah had a memory of being publicly humiliated in a meeting. She recalled just the fact. My manager said my idea was unrealistic. Then she added a breath anchor. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. Over 2 weeks, Another case. Mark couldn't stop replaying a car accident. He activated the fact. I hit a guardrail. Then he introduced a comedic twist, imagining the guardrail wearing sunglasses and saying, "I'm fine." The absurdity neutralized the fear. For deeper trauma, extend the process. Activate the memory for just 1 second. Add your anchor. Wait an hour. Repeat. Slow exposure works because it respects your nervous system's limits. Rushing re-traumatizes. What if the memory involves another person? You can add a neutral perspective shift. They acted from their own pain. This doesn't excuse behavior. It simply adds context. The brain, when given a fuller picture, often releases the advanced technique. Combine anchors. Fact plus breath plus color plus humor. The more neutral elements you layer, the more diluted the emotional charge becomes. Your brain can't hold intense. What if you try this and the memory hits you like a wave? That's resistance. Your brain is protecting you from pain it thinks is still dangerous. Don't fight it. Stop. Breathe. Come back to the present. Try again tomorrow with an setbacks are normal. You might feel fine for 3 days, then the memory hits hard again. That's not failure. That's the brain's natural oscillation. Old neural pathways don't disappear overnight. Each wave is weaker than the last. Sometimes a memory is too overwhelming to approach alone. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. If you experience panic attacks, severe dissociation, or suicidal thoughts, please seek a licensed therapist. This method is a tool, not a for manageable memories. Combine this technique with journaling. After each session, write 1 sentence. Today, I felt blank. Naming your experience processes it further. Your words become evidence of your progress. Remember, the goal isn't to erase your past. Your memories are part of your history. They shaped who you are. The goal is to loosen their grip so you can live fully in the present. You deserve peace. You deserve to move forward without that weight. Now let's reinforce your progress. After each session, immediately do something positive. Eat a piece of chocolate, stretch, or listen to a song you love. This creates a new neural link. Memory, edit, reward. Build a daily practice routine. 5 minutes every morning. Recall one fact from a memory. Add your anchor. A breath, a color, a silly image. Release it. That's it. Consistency beats intensity. Your daily practice should include variety. Some days change the anchor. Others shorten the activation. This flexibility prevents the brain from treating the practice as another rigid rule. You're not training for perfection. You're building adaptability. Track your progress without obsessing. Keep a simple log. Date, memory activated, anchor used, emotion level, 1 to 10. After 30 days, review the trend. You'll see the numbers drop. That's your evidence. That's your Now, let's transform memory into wisdom. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? Not, why did this happen to me? That keeps you stuck. But what can I learn? Shifts your brain to growth mode. Here's a powerful reframe. That happened then? This is now. You are not the same person who experienced that event. You've grown. You've survived. You've learned. That memory belongs to your past self. Another advanced technique, future visualization. Picture yourself in the future, looking back at this memory with calm indifference. See how small it looks from a distance. This temporal shift weakens the memory's emotional weight. Your brain starts to incorporate gratitude, even in small doses. I'm grateful I survived that. I'm grateful for what it taught me. Gratitude literally rewires your brain's reward centers. It shifts your default mode from threat detection. Build a support system. Share your journey with someone you trust. Not the details of the memory, but your growth. I'm working on letting go of something old. Their presence becomes an anchor too. Social connection is one of the most powerful Remember, you're not erasing your past. You're changing your relationship with it. The event stays in your timeline. The pain doesn't have to. You get to decide how much power it holds over you today. That's not denial. That's dignity. Your daily maintenance routine is now simple. Wake up, take 3 slow breaths, and scan your emotional state. If a memory feels heavy, spend 2 minutes on the activation, edit, release cycle. If nothing feels heavy, just breathe. What about new triggers? They will come. That's life. When they do, don't panic. You now have a tool. Pause. Activate just the new fact. Add your anchor immediately. Release. You've built a long-term resilience means accepting that some memories will always have a small emotional residue. And that's okay. You don't need to be completely indifferent. The goal is to reduce suffering, not eliminate all feeling. A small pinch is manageable. Celebrate your progress. Every time you notice a memory no longer stings, acknowledge it. Your brain needs positive reinforcement to solidify the new neural pathway. A simple, I did that, or that feels better now, signals success. You've learned something most people never discover. Memories are not fixed. They are living, changing stories. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are the author of your present. Every single day, you get to choose how much power. Let's recap the entire method. Step 1. Activate the memory safely. Just the facts, no emotion. Step 2. Introduce a neutral anchor. Breath, color, humor, or perspective. Step 3. Remember the beach ball? Stop holding it underwater. Stop fighting your memories. Instead, gently touch them. Add something new and let them float. They become lighter. They become smaller. They become just stories. You've learned that memories are not permanent prisons. They are editable files. You hold the pen. You choose the edits. You decide the ending. That's not denial. That's empowerment. That's taking back control of your own mind. This isn't about forgetting. It's about freedom. The memory stays in your history. The pain doesn't have to stay in your present. You get to decide how much power it holds. That's not running away. That's walking forward with wisdom. That's healing. That's growth. You now have the tool. Use it. Practice it. Share it with someone who needs it. Your past does not define you. Your response to it does. Thank you for trusting this journey.